Greetings, fellow travelers on our journey around the sun. I'm Sean. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm chatting about Gemini season, which starts around the 25th of May. I'm also looking at Jupiter, as it's in Gemini, adding a boost of much-needed positivity. As our own star makes its yearly pilgrimage, it enters the constellation of Gemini, the twins. Gemini season is fast, fun, flexible, and full of questions. Imagine, if you will, the cosmos as a vast ocean of energy, and the constellations as islands, each with its unique character and influence. Gemini, represented by the twins Castor and Pollux, is an island of duality, of communication, of the spark of connection between minds. This is the Zodiac's clever communicator, the quick-witted thinker, the curious twin, and when the sun shines here, we're all invited to wake up our minds and speak from the heart. Just as the seasons on Earth shift and change, so too does the celestial backdrop influence the rhythms of our lives. Expect a shift from Taurus's steady rhythm to Gemini's dancing pace. This season is about embracing curiosity, sparking conversation, and allowing ourselves to be open to new ideas and perspectives. And for those born under the sign of Aries, with the Ram as your celestial guide, this Gemini season brings a particular vibrancy to the realm of communication. It's a season of mind magic. Both the Sun and Jupiter in your third house bring communication breakthroughs, writing projects, speaking gigs, sibling reconnections, and fresh learning opportunities. It's as if 1,000 tiny lights are being lit within your mind, each one representing a new thought, a fresh perspective, a yearning to connect and share. Imagine, if you will, the intricate dance of fireflies on a summer night. Each flash of light is a message, a signal, a moment of connection in the darkness. This is the energy that surrounds you, Aries. Your words hold a particular power during this time, a power to inspire, to inform, to build bridges and forge new connections. Perhaps you've been harboring a desire to write that book, to start that blog, to finally share your unique voice with the world. This, dear Aries, is your cosmic invitation. The universe is conspiring to amplify your voice, to give your words wings and watch them take flight. And it's not just about the written word. This is a time for lively debates, for catching up with siblings and neighbors, for engaging in conversations that spark your curiosity and light up your mind. Remember those long-forgotten hobbies, those dusty textbooks on subjects that once fascinated you? Now is the time to dust them off and dive back in. Allow yourself to be a student of life, Aries. Embrace the joy of learning, of expanding your horizons, of seeing the world through fresh eyes. This is a time for mental exploration, for venturing beyond the familiar and into the unknown. Pro tip: if you've ever wanted to teach, write, or launch a podcast, now's your cosmic green light. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. The cosmos is on your side, urging you to speak your truth, to share your wisdom, to connect with the world in meaningful and authentic ways. And now, let's turn our gaze to those born under the sign of Taurus, the steadfast bull, grounded and strong. For you, dear Taurus, this Gemini season brings a different kind of magic, a magic that whispers of abundance and growth in the realm of finances and self-worth. Money magic is afoot. Your self-worth and income are getting a growth boost. This is one of the luckiest times in over a decade for building financial confidence. Imagine, if you will, a fertile field, freshly tilled and ready for planting. This is the energy that surrounds your finances and your sense of self-worth during this time, Taurus. The seeds of opportunity are being sown, and the potential for growth is abundant. But just as a farmer must tend to their crops with care and attention, so too must you nurture these seeds of abundance. This is not a time for passive waiting, but for taking inspired action. What are the skills and talents that you possess, Taurus, that are worthy of recognition and reward? Perhaps you've been considering asking for that raise, launching that side hustle, or investing in your financial education. This, dear Taurus, is your cosmic nudge. The universe is aligning to support your financial growth, but you must be willing to step forward and claim your abundance. Remember, your self-worth is intimately connected to your finances. When you value yourself and your contributions, you attract greater abundance into your life. This is a time to release any limiting beliefs you may hold about money and to step into your power as a creator of your own financial reality. Pro tip: think long-term wealth. Pitch your idea, raise your rates, or apply for that job. Jupiter's got your back. Trust in your own abilities, Taurus, and know that the universe is conspiring to support your financial well-being. This is a time for planting seeds of prosperity and watching them flourish. Hi Gemini, happy birthday. Get ready to steal the cosmic spotlight. With both the Sun and Jupiter lighting up your first house of self, identity, and fresh starts, the universe is handing you the mic and the confetti cannon. This is your personal new year, and with Jupiter riding alongside the Sun, you're glowing with charisma, confidence, and can't miss vibes. Everything from your appearance to your attitude is getting an upgrade. People are noticing you, not just because you're showing up more, but because you're shining from within. Reinvent yourself fearlessly. Try that new hairstyle, pitch the bold idea, or launch the personal project you've been dreaming about. This is your season to own your magic and let the world see the real radiant you. Hi Cancer. Time to slow the scroll and tune into the whispers of your soul, Cancer. With both the Sun and Jupiter moving through your 12th house, you're entering a beautifully restorative season of rest, reflection, and spiritual recharge. Think of it as your cosmic cocoon, the perfect time to unplug, heal, dream big, and get back in touch with your inner world. Jupiter here is like a wise guardian angel, expanding your intuition, dreams, and quiet breakthroughs. You may feel extra sensitive or need more alone time, and that's not just okay, it's sacred. Just an idea. Why not start a dream journal, meditate, or create a cozy retreat space at home? The most magical ideas and solutions are now waiting in the silence between the noise. You're preparing for a powerful rebirth. Trust the stillness. Hi Leo. Get ready for a social glow-up powered by Gemini's fast-talking, idea-sparking magic. With both the Sun and Jupiter sparkling in your 11th house of friendships and future dreams, life feels like one big networking festival. Gemini energy adds a light, breezy twist. Think DMs, group chats, team brainstorming, and chance meetings that turn into golden connections. This is the time to collaborate, mingle, and make those dream projects real, with help. Jupiter expands your vision, and Gemini gives it voice. Why not host a brainstorming session, join a mastermind, or put your goals out there? You never know who's listening, or who's ready to say yes. Gemini season wants you connected and inspired. Virgo, it's time to step into the spotlight, Gemini style. With both the Sun and Jupiter climbing to the top of your chart in your 10th house of career, success, and public image, you're being called to share your brightest ideas with the world. Gemini energy here brings opportunities through communication. Think interviews, teaching, presentations, and even some viral content. Jupiter expands your influence, and Gemini helps you connect the dots with charm and agility. Your reputation is growing, and fast. Polish your pitch, speak your goals out loud, and don't be afraid to mix in a little humor or flair. Gemini says the best way to succeed now is to speak up and stay flexible. The world's watching, and you've got something worth seeing. Libra, the cosmos is giving your mind wings. With the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini lighting up your 9th house of expansion, wisdom, and long-distance journeys, this is your season to dream bigger, wider, and smarter. Gemini energy here brings a craving for knowledge, but not the dry, dusty kind. You want engaging conversations, exciting teachers, wild philosophies, and maybe a one-way ticket to somewhere fascinating. Jupiter boosts your luck in publishing, teaching, studying, or even applying for visas or degrees, while Gemini keeps your curiosity crackling like static in the air. Say yes to the course, the trip, the book, or the bold new belief. This is your time to explore the world, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And Gemini wants you to ask all the questions along the way. Scorpio, things are getting deep, but in a sparkly Gemini kind of way. With both the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini lighting up your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources, you're entering a season of psychological breakthroughs and soulful renewal. But here's the twist. Gemini wants you to talk about it. This isn't about brooding in silence. It's about naming your patterns, exploring your desires, and maybe even learning to flirt with vulnerability. Financially, this is a powerful time for investments, taxes, inheritances, or joint ventures, and Jupiter could bring unexpected support or blessings through others. Talk it out. Journal your way through a transformation. Start a conversation about what really matters. Gemini gives you the words, Jupiter gives you the growth. This is alchemy with wings. Sagittarius, it's all about dynamic duos and meaningful mirrors this season. With the Sun and your ruler Jupiter lighting up your 7th house of relationships, contracts, and one-on-one connections, the universe is handing you a front row seat to partnership magic. Gemini brings lightness, variety, and conversation to your relationships. Think witty banter, intellectual attraction, and lively new connections. Jupiter wants to grow something beautiful through these bonds, whether it's a romantic spark, a business collab, or healing a long-standing rift. Be open to listening and learning through your partnerships. With Gemini in charge, it's the conversation that creates the transformation. Speak with heart, ask thoughtful questions, and let others surprise you. You're not alone, and that's a gift. Sagittarius, you should note Gemini is your opposite sign, meaning this is a powerful time of connection, reflection, and growth through others. Wishing you a very happy Gemini season. Capricorn, the universe is streamlining your systems with a playful twist. With the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini energizing your 6th house of work, health, and daily rituals, it's time to make your life smarter, lighter, and more efficient. Gemini's influence helps you find clever hacks, multitask with ease, and communicate better at work, while Jupiter encourages you to expand your skills, improve your well-being, and maybe even take on a new role or routine that aligns with your growth. Don't be surprised if a helpful mentor, assistant, or health tip changes everything. Refresh your schedule with variety. Use apps, try new systems, or add short walks, power smoothies, or mini mindfulness breaks to your day. Gemini says, work smarter, not harder. And Jupiter says, let's grow through joy. Also Cap, don't overdo it. Jupiter in the 6th house sometimes makes up Cap's a little too hard working. Chill occasionally too. Aquarius, it's time to sparkle, flirt, and create like nobody's watching. With both the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini igniting your 5th house of joy, romance, creativity, and self-expression, this season is practically begging you to have fun, take risks, and say yes to what lights you up. Gemini adds playful energy, inspiring you to try new hobbies, write, perform, flirt, or even dive into the dating pool with your most charming lines. Jupiter here blesses you with confidence and creative flow. It's like your inner child and your inner genius just became besties. Let joy lead. Whether it's painting, poetry, dating, or dancing like a weirdo in your kitchen, Gemini says, do more of what makes you feel alive. Your glow is contagious. Share it, Aquarius. Never underestimate the power of joy in your life. It has amazing healing power. So go out and have some fun. Pisces, home is where the magic is. And this Gemini season, your inner world is buzzing with renewal. With both the Sun and Jupiter in Gemini lighting up your 4th house of home, family, and emotional foundations, you're being invited to upgrade your safe space, whether it's your physical environment or your heart. Gemini adds movement and mental clarity here. Maybe you're rearranging furniture, reconnecting with family through meaningful chats, or finally journaling those long-held memories. Jupiter brings a sense of growth and expansion to your private life, even blessings through real estate or ancestral support. Speak your feelings, write your story, or freshen up your space. Gemini says your home should reflect the new ideas blooming inside you. Jupiter says you deserve to feel secure and inspired, wishing you a wonderful Gemini season.